What's up, everybody? My name is Mitchell Brewer from Black Cat Sports, and we have some breaking news here today. Alex Bowman, the driver of the number 48 Ally Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports, he's out for 3 to 4 weeks with a fractured vertebrae. He suffered that during an accident during last night's high limit racing series, which, if you don't know, that is Kyle Larson's dirt sprint car series that runs during the week. He suffered that during a pretty nasty flip during that race. And the crazy thing is the video circulated last night of that wreck. The tweet that went along with the video said that he walked away from the accident. And, you watch these sprint car videos and you think to yourself, man, that was a pretty gnarly flip, but this happens all the time in sprint car racing, so I'm sure he's probably good. Turns out that is not the case. Here's what Hendrick Motorsports had to say in their statement. Alex Bowman, the driver of the number 48 Ally Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for Hendrick Motorsports, will not compete in this weekend's NASCAR Cup Series event at Dover Motor Speedway due to a fractured vertebrae. He's expected to miss 3 to 4 weeks. Josh, and they just kind of highlight what happened, where he is in points this season. Josh Berry will fill in for Bowman during his recovery earlier this season. He was a substitute for Hendrick Motorsport driver Chase Elliott, who also suffered an accident that was not related to racing. That was when he was snowboarding. We were relieved Alex is home in good spirits and getting world-class treatment, said Rick Hendrick, owner of Hendrick Motorsports. Giving him ample time and the foremost resources to heal is our top priority. He's having a tremendous season, and the number 48 team is at the top of its game. We know what Josh is capable of in a race car, and that Blake Harris, the crew chief of the number 48, and the team will continue to operate at a high level until Alex is ready to return. He has our full, unequivocal support. Hendrick Motorsports will request a medical waiver to allow Bowman to remain eligible for the 2003 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. I would expect them to get it just based off of how NASCAR's been with giving out medical waivers. And then Alex Bowman himself released a statement saying, "Last night I was involved in an on-track incident while racing and fractured vertebrae. First, I want to let everyone know that I'm feeling okay. My focus is now on healing and resting. Being out of the car is never an update any driver wants to make. I'm thankful to Josh Berry and Hendrick Motorsports for stepping up to the plate, and I know the entire Ally racing team will give it their all these next few weeks. I will be doing everything I can at home to help the team ensure my recovery is as quick as possible to get back in the 48 car soon." And man, oh man, if you thought the conversations were loud about extracurricular activities when Chase Elliott was hurt, now all of a sudden these conversations are going to be even more loud. Now that you not only had one driver get hurt with extracurricular activities, you have two. And not to mention, these are two drivers at Hendrick Motorsports. You think about Hendrick Motorsports, you think about the sponsors at Hendrick Motorsports. What are the two biggest sponsors that Hendrick Motorsports has? Napa, Ally Financial. Who drives those cars? Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, who are missing now a combined almost 10, maybe more races. Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman. And I'm not saying that they should cut their drivers off from extracurricular activities. It's not my place to make that decision. But man, it's a lot harder to brush off the second one when you look at it. The first one, yeah, I mean, accidents happen. Now it's like, oh man, this is the second time this has happened in a course of less than 2 months, and it's tough. It's tough. Do you kind of just not worry about it? Do you just let these drivers be drivers? Do you continue to stick with that motto, or will there be wholesale changes? And when you look at it, and I know this is a very immediate reaction, but I can't blame them either way at this point right now. And it's just one of those things that you're going to have to keep an eye on as we move forward. And you also have to think, man, what a terrible, terrible break for Alex Bowman, who missed races last year due to a concussion that he suffered in the Cup Series. Comes back this season. He has a lot of pressure because people were talking about how he could possibly be replaced. He goes out, gets a contract extension before the season, has a pretty good start to the year. He was the regular season points leader before all the penalties and stuff happened to him, and looked like a shoo-in to make the playoffs. And now you're in a situation where, and I know this sounds crazy, this sounds absolutely insane, because Hendrick Motorsports has just been that good this season. William Byron and Kyle Larson have 4 wins between them. But now you need both of those drivers to go out and win races in order to make the playoffs. And I mean, Bowman only missing 3 to 4 races, maybe he could keep himself in decent points position. But it's likely that he's going to have to go out and win. And he was, let's take a look here. He was, I believe he was in the top 10 in points here. Let's take a look. Yes, Alex Bowman was 10th in points, 40 points above the cut line. So, I mean, when you think about it, he's not in the worst of shape. If he misses, let's say, max 4 races, it's probably going to take at least 2 races for him to fall out of the top 16. And then after that, who's to say what the damage is going to be done? There's still going to be a hole for Alex Bowman to climb out of. When you think about it points-wise, though, he's probably got a better chance of still being able to do that versus Chase. But again, it's very possible that both these guys are in must-win situations now, and this just makes everything that much more interesting for Hendrick Motorsports. There's going to be a lot of conversations at that team coming up soon, and I'm very intrigued to see what they have to say this weekend, because how does this change everything? It's got to be the question that is asked. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to change everything, but it might. It's two of your top drivers out in under 2 months with these big sponsors, and it just makes everything that much more complicated. But yeah, interested to hear what you guys have to think about that. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe here on YouTube, follow us on Facebook at Black Cat Sports. Comment what you think Hendrick Motorsports should do, how you think Josh Berry is going to handle stepping up now that he's got more next-gen experience. That will be another storyline to watch in general. And yeah, I will be back soon, probably talking more about this and seeing how this all plays out. Until then, my name is Mitchell Brewer of Black Cat Sports. Hope you have a great rest of your day.